we welcome you in to Beckley Woodrow Wilson High School tonight. Video Productions presents an exciting girls basketball game. It's the Wayne Pioneers, 6-2, taking on the Lady Beckley Flying Eagles, also 6-2. The first meeting ever in girls basketball between these two programs. Along with Eric Thomas, I'm Maris Lowry. Maddie Belcher is with us as well. The heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, producing and directing, and Jackie Moon on camera. And you know, Eric, it's been a while. Actually, it's been a couple of weeks since you and I have actually worked together. Actually, it was 2 weeks ago tonight when Beckley beat South Charleston, the last time you and I were on the mic together.
Yeah, and we had an unfortunate snowstorm that knocked us out of a few games, and then I wasn't able to make a couple. But, you know, I've been checking you out. You've been doing a good job broadcasting. This is my first time getting on the mic, I think.
In a couple of weeks.
In 2 weeks, right?
And if you remember, Eric, I was sick, and you had to bail me out
I had to bail you out.
For 3 or 4 games.
I had to carry the load for you.
Yeah, and that's a heavy load if you're carrying it for me. But we're here tonight, and we're also to have the rose between the two thorns that we got Maddie Belcher. We'll hear from Maddie here momentarily. But, Eric, I think we're going to be in for a good game. And, you know, these teams come in hot. Wayne has won their last 4. And before we came on the air, I was just mentioning in that 4-game winning streak, in fact, in all the games they've won, the 6 games they've won, they haven't given up more than 40 points. So they're getting it done on the defensive end of the floor.
And that's where you build your foundation, too. And that's one thing, and we talked about, too. The one thing that strikes me, not only the good defense that you see that the Lady Pioneers play, but they are young and they have size. And anytime you can have a group, you know, mostly sophomores and you know, freshmen, so I would tend to think that these ladies have played together all the way up, you know, and I think they'll be a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, the only 2 losses that Wayne has suffered this year are both from out of state, Russell, Kentucky, and Rowan County, Kentucky. They lost to Russell 59-44, and then they lost to they lost to Southern Garrett, Maryland 53-51, so only a 2-point loss there. On the flip side, Beckley, they've won 3 of their last 4. They're 6-2. Beckley has wins over Bluefield, Shady, Capital, Oak Hill twice, South Charleston. And in their 2 losses, they got beat down pretty bad. They lost to Greenbrier East by 20, and they got hammered by University. But in the University, I think you have to put an asterisk. And University is very good, but Beckley's played without 2 starters as they will tonight. The team's leading scorer, Josie Cross, will miss her 3rd straight game, and Donya Burton will miss her 3rd straight game as well.
And when you take those 2 young ladies out of the lineup, you know, not making excuses, but what you take athletically away with Josie and Donya Burton, Josie Cross, I mean, you're going to take, you know, a seasoned veteran that does everything with Josie Cross, you know, great defensively, great rebounder, blocks shots, and a capable scorer. As you stated, she's the leading scorer. And Donya Burton is just raw, and she gives you a lot of 50-50 chance balls because with her quickness and everything. But I saw something the other night as you covered a Tech game. I came out and watched the Lady Flying Eagles. They seem to be building some depth. You know, and we've always said that anytime you have injuries, that's just a chance for someone else to get more playing time and be coached up, and I think that's going to help this team in the long run.
Yeah, we'll hear from Maddie in just a minute, but you're right, Eric, because with the injuries to Josie Cross and Donya Burton, you're taking 30 points out of the lineup. Josie Cross, at the time of her injury, averaging 18 a game, and Donya Burton 12 a game.
Yeah, and that's tough to replace. But they have some young ladies that are capable scorers. When you have Zoe Williams, and of course, you know, I think she's getting her shot back. Abby Dillon is starting to really get in her groove from that layoff that she had from a year of being out of basketball. So they have capable scorers. And Zoe Williams, I'm telling you, I think she's capable of any night of hitting for 30.
Yeah, she's been a tremendous player in her freshman season. But we're going to turn it over to Maddie here in just a little bit because, Maddie, that's one thing. You know, Maddie played her high school career at Beckley Woodrow Wilson for Coach Neighbors, and she knows a little bit, if not everything, about the Beckley girls team. So, Maddie, I want to get your take here on the Lady Flying Eagles.
I mean, like we were talking about prior to the game, this is the first time that, you know, Beckley and Wayne girls have, you know, faced off each other. So I'm excited to see how this game plays out. I think the girls are definitely, you know, up for a challenge. but I'm excited to see, how both teams perform tonight.
Hey, so real quick question, Maddie. With the injuries, because you dealt with a couple injuries, yourself, and you being around practice, how did you handle that as a senior leader? You help the young ladies who are coming up know what Coach Neighbors wants? How do you handle that being injured and out?
It's definitely a challenge. It's hard to sit on the sideline and watch, but it definitely gives you kind of a moment to step back and look at the bigger picture. You get to help guide younger athletes, younger freshmen, sophomores. You just get to encourage them and get to coach them as much as you can. And like you said, 2 starters that are out tonight. I think that gives the younger players, that gives them kind of the experience to play in a varsity game and get more minutes and just, get that, experience playing against another team.
And I think tonight will be, just like the Oak Hill game, Mayor, so just like the Oak Hill game, I think the young ladies will really have to come in, and I think 2 games into this now, Maris, with the young ladies being out, I really saw a couple freshmen step up. But I think a senior that we've talked about, and we're going to talk about her a little bit because she comes to practice every day, doesn't get a lot of playing time, but when she gets in, she really brought some energy the other night, and that's Lathina Hazelwood. And I really think this is the time for her, all those practices that she's had under her belt, to be around this team, to really to show some leadership, and I think it really showed in the Oak Hill game the other night.
Well, speaking of Hazelwood, she got the call to start in the last game we broadcast against University, so we'll see if she gets the call here tonight. Both teams still going through their warm-ups. We're starting a little late tonight, but better late than never. We'll take our first break as we're getting ready to have Wayne and Beckley for the first time ever in girls basketball. Wayne 6-2, Beckley 6-2. We'll be right back here on Video Productions.
Welcome, folks, to the most mouth-watering showdown on television, the Hangry Games Ultimate Snack-Off, right here at your local Little General store. As the snacks fly and the deli slices, remember, dear viewers, every item they're using can be found at your nearest Little General store, where creativity meets convenience. Keep your appetites brave and your snacks ready.
Hey, Wes, why'd we settle on skydiving?
Well, it's fall, and we're falling. I thought we could do a commercial about falling prices. Get it?
I guess. Where's your chute?
I knew I forgot something. Later.
During Truck Month, get invoice pricing on all 1,500 Sierras and Yukons, or ask about discounts up to $9,000 with no payments till next year.
Hey, I can see my house.
GMC, we are professional grade.
Life doesn't wait, so neither should your care. Whether it's a cough, fever, or stomach bug, Access Plus is here for those urgent moments.
From bumps and bruises to stitches and even x-rays, we've got you covered with extended hours and walk-in care for the whole family.
You do not have to be an Access Health patient to be seen. No appointments, no hassle, just quality care when you need it.
Access Health, where care meets community.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, it's total satisfaction.
Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment Champion Mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
Compliance helped me lose 50 pounds by freeing up tasks like payroll, HR, and bookkeeping. I'm now free to do what I want.
With compliance, you can do what you want to do. Compliance, we've got your back office.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us, New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton, or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us, New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
And we welcome you back to Beckley Woodrow Wilson High School. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by West Virginia Orthopedic and Trauma, Dr. John Tabbitt. Whether you're in a car accident or you have a sports-related injury, Dr. Tabbitt and his staff will get you right back on your feet. They're located at Woodcrest Drive in Beckley. Also, the game tonight brought to you in part by Cracker Barrel. That's where I had my pregame meal. And yes, I had mashed potatoes, green beans, corn, meatloaf, Cracker Barrel, the old country store locations in Beckley and Princeton. Well, Eric, we thought we were going to tip this game at 7:30, and we know that we're not because it's 7:36. So we're about 10, 12 minutes away from tipping it. The JV game didn't start till 6 o'clock. That's why we're running a little late.
Yeah, running a little late. The JV game, had a few whistles late in the fourth quarter to extend the time on that, but we'll have a little late tip. But I'm excited to get this game going. I'm anxious to see the Wayne Pioneers, Lady Pioneers, for the first time making a trip down south here. So I think they played. Well, I know they're playing tonight, and I think they play Princeton tomorrow at 2:30 in the afternoon. So a nice Southern West Virginia swing for the Wayne Pioneers.
And that's right, Eric. That's a quick turnaround. This could be a really difficult game. Of course, they're expecting it to be at Beckley. And then, Maddie, as a player, they got a real quick turnaround. They'll probably go down and stay in Princeton tonight and play that game tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah, that's a bit of a drive, for Wayne. And I think especially, depending on how tonight's game goes, I think, they'll be a little tired. Probably don't want to spend 2 hours driving back tonight and 2 hours back down in the morning.
Yeah, but Maddie, I was thinking this just now as you were speaking about the drive. I think this is a good trip for Coach Wade Williamson and his team, because all these teams aspire to do what? Play in the state tournament. You're going to have to learn to be out of your element to win a state championship, because you're going to go to Charleston. You're not going to commute back and forth usually unless you have a Tuesday at Thursday game. And I think that gets that out of the way, where they learn to stay in a hotel and be together and get all the little quirks out of the way.
And, you were talking about Wayne's schedule. Then, Eric and Maddie, you take a look at Beckley's schedule. Really, they're going to really get into a routine, weather permitting. They'll be playing at Riverside on Tuesday the 21st, back home here next Thursday against Pikeview the 23rd, then at St. Albans the 25th. By the way, the George Washington game that was originally scheduled for Tuesday, January 28th, has now been moved to Wednesday the 29th. The reason being because there's a boys game that night as well. And obviously, you don't want the boys playing across town at the Armory and the girls playing over here, so they split that up and then play Bluefield on the 30th. So over the next 5 games, Eric, if you play, you got a day of practice, play, and I think that's the way they prefer it.
Yeah, get in a groove, get it going, and hopefully a couple of the young ladies can come back from injury and get you're building some depth, and this is the part of the season from mid-January to mid-February where you want your team to really get those games in and get rolling and get ready for sectional or regionals.
All right, we're going to take our second break here in the Beckley Auto Mall Dutch Miller pregame show. We're about 6 or 7 minutes away from tipping this game. Both squads are 6-2, the first meeting ever between Wayne and Beckley in girls basketball. We'll be right back here on Video Productions.
Welcome, folks, to the most mouth-watering showdown on.
Why'd we settle on skydiving?
Well, it's fall, and we're falling. I thought we could do a commercial about falling prices. Get it?
I guess. Where's your chute?
I knew I forgot something. Later.
During Truck Month, get invoice pricing on all 1,500 Sierras and Yukons, or ask about discounts up to $9,000 with no payments till next year.
Hey, I can see my house.
GMC, we are professional grade.
Hi, I'm Leanna Burnett with Window World of Beckley. Are you dealing with those cold winter drafts through your windows? Is it causing your energy bills to rise? If you answered yes, Window World can help. Instead of dealing with those old drafty windows another year, call Window World of Beckley today. Yes, we work all year. Our windows are Energy Star efficient and designed to resist extreme weather. Make the smart investment with our no interest for 15 months. Call Window World of Beckley today.
City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment champion mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, it's total satisfaction.
Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
Unlock the money already in your home at City National Bank. Consolidate loans or fund your next big project with a home equity line of credit with a great low intro rate. Visit your local branch to get started. City National Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Learn more at homeequity.bankatcity.com.
It's fourth down, seconds on the clock. He hands it off, finds a hole in the middle. Clear, not the Brian moves! A touchdown for the win. I can't believe it.
Pizza, better with Pepsi.
Compliance helped me lose 50 pounds by freeing up tasks like payroll, HR, and bookkeeping. I'm now free to do what I want.
With compliance, you can do what you want to do. Compliance, we've got your back office.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by Modley's Plumbing and Heating. You never know when you need a plumber till you need a plumber. And I needed one a couple weeks ago, and who did I call? Actually, it's already lodged in my brain, Eric and Maddie, and that is 304-253-HELP for the professionals at Modley's. Also, the game tonight brought to you in part by Allstate Insurance. You're in good hands with Allstate, and you're in good hands with Lori Richmond as your agent. Market Road in Beckley, 304-252-8646. Well, Eric, I'm going to flip it to you first. And what do you think we'll see at the start of this game between 6-2 Wayne against 6-2 Beckley?
Well, the thing with Wayne, since not knowing a lot about him, I think how they handle the man-to-man pressure that Beckley is going to play. And, I think they have good size and will rebound the ball really well against Beckley. So I think how they handle the early pressure from Beckley.
Here's what I can tell you about Wayne, and we'll get Maddie's take on this in a minute. But Wayne has 3 of their 5 starters in double figures and a 4th girl right on the verge of being in double figures.
Man, that's tough to beat, and that's how the machine for Beckley was rolling along too prior to the injuries. And, you have 2 double-figure scorers out as well as 2 still in the lineup. So, yeah, that's going to be Beckley on the flip side is going to have to find points from – it just doesn't have to be one individual, but the ladies that come in, you need 2, 3, 4 points, in a game like this to keep pace with Wayne.
And, Maddie, we'll get your take on what Beckley, maybe what we can expect out of the Lady Flying Eagles here tonight.
Well, like you said, I think, a few of Wayne's starters, like you said, they are in double figures in scoring. And I think, honestly, what to expect from Beckley is how they answer them defensively. I think, both teams, they have a few girls who will get in double digits, have high-scoring players. And I think this game will just be kind of decided on, how the games play on how the teams, play defensively.
And another thing to expound on what you said, Maddie, I think the key to Beckley is going to be Alana Ellis keeping her toward pace rebounding. I'm telling you, against Oak Hill, she didn't have the offensive game that she had been having, but late in the third quarter when the game was tied at 31 at one point, and she was able to get some second chance rebounds and kick it out. Abby Dillon was able to hit a 3 off of that, so things like that. And I think she's going to have to rebound against this Wayne team because they have some size and really going to have to really get rebounds and maybe get out in transition and try to get some easy buckets.
Well, I would agree with that. Alana Ellis had been averaging a double-double. Over the last couple games, as you mentioned, Eric, her scoring hasn't quite been as what it was earlier in the year, and it's dipped. So she's now right around 9 points a game, but she's still averaging in double figures in rebounding, and I think she'll have to be big for Beckley here tonight. We'll take one final break, and we're coming up on the tip time here, probably about 3 or 4 minutes away from getting the ball in the air and finally getting this game underway between 6-2 Wayne and 6-2 Beckley here on Video Productions.
Wes, why'd we settle on skydiving?
Well, it's fall, and we're falling. I thought we could do a commercial about falling prices. Get it?
I guess. Where's your chute?
I knew I forgot something. Later.
During Truck Month, get invoice pricing on all 1,500 Sierras and Yukons, or ask about discounts up to $9,000 with no payments till next year.
Hey, I can see my house.
GMC, we are professional grade.
The path to a rewarding, well-paying career is close to home. Discover what WVU Tech graduates already know. We're a small campus with big opportunities. With hands-on experience in high-demand programs like hospitality, forensic investigations, cybersecurity, engineering, and nursing, you'll be prepared to enter the workforce, solving West Virginia's most important problems. We know that you can change the world, and it starts here at home.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our New Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment champion mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
Take care of this by the end of the day.
Sure, I'll take care of that.
Done. It's that easy with compliance. Compliance. We've got your back office.
Don't drop the ball. Come see your hometown legends at the all-new Greenbrier Ford in Beckley. We won't be beat.
Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Exit Elevation Realty. Luca Richmond, the broker. You can dial him up at 304-256-0101. Check him out at wvexitelevation.com. Also, the game tonight brought to you in part by Leisure Lanes, Johnstown Road in Beckley. They're having a Sweetheart Futuristic Bowling for Valentine's Day on Saturday, February the 8th. For more information to reserve your lane, you can dial them up at 304-253-7328. Well, Maddie and Eric, as we take a look at the Wayne starting lineup, first of all, their head coach is Wade Williamson. And Eric, he said he's a fan of Video Productions, and he also asked me about you because he said he remembered your playing days at Marshall. So that's good that you had a lasting impression on Coach Williamson for Wayne. But anyway, this is how they will go. They'll go with Jacelyn Salmons. She's one of their guards. She's averaging 15 a game. They'll have Brooke Atkins, another guard, at 13 a game. Michaela Stacy, a forward, at 9 a game. They'll have Kaya Brown will be the center, and she's right at 1 point, and then Addison Atkins at 13 points a game. That's how the Pioneers will go for Wayne. For the Flying Eagles, here's Eric.
And for the Flying Eagles, they're going to go with the freshman, freshman Avalon Lynch is inserted into the starting lineup at the guard. I have Carson Gunner as well. Zoe Williams, another freshman, along with Abby Dillon and Alana Ellis.
So as we break the huddle, we're ready to go. Alana Ellis in the center circle for Beckley, and it'll be Addison Atkins, 6-foot sophomore at 13 a game in the center circle for the Lady Pioneers, ready to put the ball in the air and finally get the game underway, and the tip is controlled by Beckley. Glad you're with us tonight on Video Productions. Maris Lowry, Eric Thomas, Maddie Belcher. Of course, the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, producing and directing. Jackie Moon on camera. And Eric, right off the bat, looks like what the Pioneers are going to come out in the zone.
Yeah, a little zone, and the thing early on, you have to be patient, run your offense, and not turn it over, and that's a live ball turnover, which may lead to an easy 2.
And it does.
The other end.
Turnover, and that's what, if you're coach, any coach, you hate that, the turnover, and then Stacy able to get the steal and the score. Wayne putting the pressure on, and once again, there's another Beckley turnover, so 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
You can't dig yourself a big hole with the young. Both teams are young, but Beckley's going real young and don't want to dig a deep hole.
There's a 3 from the far side, no good, but an offensive rebound. Here's a deep 3 straight away, in and out, no good, and Alana Ellis clears the rebound for Beckley. So both teams started out in the zone. The ball is tipped and out of bounds. It'll stay with Beckley right here in front of us. Abby Dillon runs it down. And they'll get set to put the ball in play, and then right off the bat, we got a quick timeout. I don't think Coach Neighbors is really happy the first 2 possessions, 30-second timeout, but, 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
I was going to say 2 possessions, 2 turnovers, and I think this is a great coaching job early on because you don't want to, especially down 2 starters playing some young ladies, you want to make sure you get that message across, value the basketball.
Abby, 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. I thought maybe we were at McDonald's getting those turnovers.
Yeah, I agree with Eric that, good call on Coach Neighbors' part to call a timeout early on in the game because you don't want this to, carry on for the rest of the quarter and set the tone for the rest of the game.
So out of that 30-second timeout, Beckley will put the ball in play. Gunner right here almost on my lap will put the ball in play, and the ball will come into Abby Dillon. But, Eric, I think that's a good timeout. I think sometimes you don't need to hold them. I think you have to use your timeouts when you feel you need them.
Yeah, and this is a great choice of defense right here with the length. I mean, look at the length of the Lady Pioneers. A good drive by Lynch. Though.
And a finish right down the center of the lane.
Wow, that's big for the young lady Lynch, asserting herself in her second start.
And, Eric, as well, here's Beckley playing zone as well. You got to be able to attack the zone, and Lynch able to do that right down the center of the lane.
And this is just going with your personnel group here, but you can't leave wide open shots, and you got to rebound out of it. Zoe Williams was able to bring that down. And this is what I like about Zoe Williams' game. She can bring the ball up the court as well as anyone.
And that was Atkins that missed that 3 for the Wayne Pioneers. They're back in the zone. Abby Dillon shoots over the zone straight away. It's an air ball battle for the rebound, and we've got a turnover. As getting the rebound was Atkins, but she fell down, and they'll have that as a travel.
Yeah, a travel, unfortunately. Looks like she may have stepped on.
There's the replay. Let's see. She
on someone's
I
foot?
don't know. Yeah, she did. She stepped on Zoe Williams' foot.
Wow, that's tough. Glad the young lady's okay off after that one.
Lynch has her shot rejected, and it's out of bounds. It will stay with Beckley.
Even though she got her shot blocked, though, Lynch did the right thing. You have to attack the creases of this zone and get some shots up.
So Zoe Williams set to put it in play. And ball smacked. Great play. Another turnover is Wayne able to get a great play that time by Atkins. Back the other way. We got an offensive foul. Getting back is Lynch, making another good play as she gets back in transition as we watch the replay.
And you know what? This is tough. Got her feet set. And, wow.
Yep. The foul's whistled on Brooke Atkins. That'll be her first.
Was that on Atkins or Stacy?
That was 20, correct?
Okay.
Yeah, that was 20. Brooke Atkins. So the Pioneers are going to extend the pressure. As Hazelwood checks into the Beckley lineup, here's a steal. And this is Atkins going in right of the lane, lays it up and in. So right now, Beckley, 4 turnovers right off the bat here. And Eric, this is what hurt Beckley when they were playing Greenbrier East, this full court pressure. And Beckley turned the ball over a lot in that game, and they ended up losing by 20 as Wayne knocks it out of bounds.
And this is where you miss, hate to keep harping on it, but you miss Josie
Cross and Donya
Burton. because you'll be able to spread them out and really attack it a little differently.
So here's Beckley with it. Once again, Wayne back in that zone. Both teams 6-2. First meeting ever between these two schools in girls basketball. In fact, maybe in anything, but they may have played in baseball. I'm not sure, but definitely they've not played. As there's another turnover.
And that was just right there on Gunner Carson. That's just a lazy pass. 5 turnovers in the first 3 minutes of the contest.
Good ball movement by the Lady Pioneers. There's a deep three. That's no good. That three was put up by Salmons. Offensive rebound, and it'll stay with the Pioneers. Ball was knocked out of bounds.
And as you can see right now, we only have 1 defensive rebound from Alana Ellis. Someone else is going to have to, and that someone else needs to be Gunther, and Zoe Williams is really going to have to crash the glass here.
Pioneers get the ball in down low. The shot goes and a foul. That's a well-executed play, and that's Atkins with the hoop and the harm. But you got to like the way they set that up, Eric and Maddie, as we watch this on the replay. Nice play right there.
I didn't see who that was whistled on the foul. It's either Gunner or Dylan. Once again, another rebound.
They don't cash in on the free throw. They get the offensive rebound. They throw it back out for a 3. And once again, Wayne doing work on that offensive glass. So another possession after the missed free throw. Beckley still in that zone. And that's a steal. Nice play by Zoe Williams. And Abby Dillon able to get the loose ball. They've triple-teamed Abby Dillon, and they steal it.
I mean, this team is strong defensively. You can see why, Maris, that they've held a lot of teams as a deep 3 is taken.
Yeah, she shot that from Wayne County. That 3 was taken that time by Atkins. I mean, that was a deep 3. Back the other way, Zoe Williams attacks the basket, and I think she traveled, and she did. I think that's a good call. She may have been fouled afterward, but I think she traveled before she was fouled.
Yeah, she shuffled her feet a little bit before getting the ball up.
We're coming up here on the halfway point of the first quarter, Eric and Maddie. We've had a lot of action, but really not a lot of scoring. But Beckley has turned the ball over a lot here through the first half of this first quarter.
Yeah, and this bodes well a little bit for Beckley as far as the way the score is staying, because I think Wayne has got double the shots up on the glass as they get another offensive rebound.
Yep, and they've got some good looks, and will they get the roll? They will not. 2 good looks, and Alana Ellis comes out of there with the rebound and swinging those elbows.
Hey, she was strong with it. That's not, dirty basketball, just a good, clean rebound.
And there's a foul on Wayne, and that foul that time will go against Stacy. And that'll be side out.
And that'll be her first, team second.
But Eric, Wayne had some good looks and just not been able to knock them down.
Yes, they definitely have. And, you can't, if you're Beckley, you can't depend on them to keep misfiring like that. These nice open looks.
This is the 3rd game. Beckley playing without 2 starters. That's
another
just
turnover.
Part of it. Right now, another turnover. They down on the floor, and it's going to be a turnover because the arrow is pointing toward the Wayne Pioneers. And that's the one thing, if you're Brian Neighbors, you're thinking, my goodness, look at all these first quarter turnovers. That's 7
turnovers.
7 turnovers already here in the first quarter.
I think they have as many more turnovers than they do shots up right now.
Yeah, definitely more turnovers than points. Only 2 points and 7 turnovers. Beckley back in that zone. You get the ball ahead of the lane. Nice pass down low. Spinning, shot up and good. It's a new player into the ball. Actually, it's not. That is a Brown.
Yes, Brown with
Brown
2.
able to score.
I actually think Brown actually turned the wrong way. She was able to get it up and in, but I think she turned into defense as another turnover.
Yeah, Wayne turns back there, but they missed the layup.
And that's one thing Wayne will have to clean up.
And Hazelwood runs down the rebound. Abby Dillon in trouble. They double team her. Abby Dillon on the move. Wild looking shot, and she scores. She thought she was fouled. There was a lot of contact, but what a nice play by Abby Dillon, able to score.
A much-needed basket to stop the bleeding here in the first quarter.
Here's a 3 on the left side, no good, and a foul. The 3 was put up by Atkins, and the foul will be on Brooke Atkins, as the 3 was put up by Addison Atkins. So there's 2 Atkins on the floor for Wayne, and now Wayne will dip into its bench.
So that was on Brooke.
Yes, checking into the Wayne lineup.
And that will be 2 by my book on Brooke.
That's correct. Checking into the lineup, and wouldn't you know it, there's a 5 checking in, which I don't have, and another number we don't have. We'll have to get that and see if we can find out who they are. Maybe we can see if we can get Maddie to go over there to the scorers table here and find out who 5 is for Wayne, because that's not on their roster. Here's Abby Dillon with it on the drive into the lane. Little floater. It's short. It's the front of the rim. And coming out there with the rebound is Salmons for the Wayne Pioneers. Salmons' little spin, out of control shot off the glass, no good. Loose ball down on the floor. And they're still battling for it. No whistle yet in the arrow in Beckley's favor.
Yeah, both teams scrappy right now early on. And it just seems like Wayne's defense has way busier hands, active hands, creating a lot of chaos for this Beckley offense.
So Beckley will have it. Gunner will put it in play. We've got Maddie Belcher going across the way to find out the players that we don't have. There's a 15 into the ball game that was not on our roster that was given to us by Wayne.
And there's a 5 and a 15
right.
that's not on the roster. Correct.
Right, so we'll get to that. We apologize for that. Here's Beckley with it. Ball tipped and stolen again. Nice play. Salmons with good hands. And you talked about, Eric, you're right, the length that these girls at Wayne had, they extend the zone. Get the ball down low. We got a Beckley foul. Will it be Ellis or will it be Gunner? Let's see who they call it on.
Gunner. Ellis. Alana Ellis. Be her first, team second.
So we got Maddie back, and Maddie can see if maybe she can point to see if they're already on our roster. They may be, just in a different number. So we got Lexi Blankenship into the game, who is number 5. And we'll see where the 15 is. We appreciate Maddie's help.
I had Lexi Blankenship as 3.
Yep. There's another Beckley foul. And that is Runyon. Runyon is 15 now, and we appreciate Maddie for helping us out. All right, the ball is passed inside. Coming up on the final minute of the first quarter, there's a 3 in and out, no good, an offensive rebound. The putback too strong. Battle for the rebound, and Beckley comes out of there with it. But, you know, Eric, Wayne has missed a ton of shots.
And you're Beckley. You're still within shouting distance and got away with a travel there.
Yes, Zoe Williams for 3, right down the chute from the far corner. Good-looking shot as she tickles the twine.
And that's how you bust the zone up right there, finding Zoe Williams with the open look.
You know, you don't see Beckley playing zone too much, but I guess their scouting report says to zone this team because there's a lot of good looks that have been missed by Wayne, and there's a shot by Stacy's no good. Beckley with the chance to get the lead here in the final 30 seconds of the quarter. Zoe Williams shot partially blocked.
And
ball is loose. Wayne comes out of there with it.
Just another, a sign of the good length.
That's a foul on Hazelwood, a bump. No question, easy play to call. And a couple of free throws coming up for Jacqueline Salmons, averaging 15 a game for the Wayne Pioneers. So 2 shots coming. First free throw on its way is good. And now dipping into the bench for Wayne, got another new player into the ball game. Brayley Ramey will check in, 5'9" senior for the Lady Pioneers. Salmon's ready, 5'5" sophomore, averaging 15 a game. She misses the second one. She gets 1 of 2. Last shot time maybe for Beckley for the quarter. A 2 to tie, a 3 to give Beckley the lead. And it does look like they'll hold it for the final shot.
Nice high ball screen by Alana Ellis right
Abby
there.
Dillon with a little floater into the lane, needs a roll, it won't go. Offensive rebound by Gunner. She's tied up, and that's how the quarter ends. A lot of excitement, but not a lot of scoring at the end of 1. It's Wayne 9, Beckley 7. Back with the second quarter after this on Video Productions.
Hi, I'm Leanna Burnett with Window World of Beckley. Are you dealing with those cold winter drafts through your windows? Is it causing your energy bills to rise? If you answered yes, Window World can help. Instead of dealing with those old drafty windows another year, call Window World of Beckley today. Yes, we work all year. Our windows are Energy Star efficient and designed to resist extreme weather. Make the smart investment with our no interest for 15 months. Call Window World of Beckley today.
Don't drop the ball. Come see your hometown legends at the all-new Greenbrier Ford in Beckley. We won't be beat.
And we welcome you back to Beckley Woodrow Wilson High School. Maris Lowry, Maddie Belcher, Eric Thomas, the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, producing and directing, Jackie Moon on camera. Tonight's game is brought in part by Infinity Co. Company. Infinity Co. offers no premium, no deductible health insurance with dental and vision coverage. They also offer a company-paid life insurance, prescription drug coverage, and a company-matching 401k plan. You can apply for a job with Infinity Co. Company. You can apply online through the Facebook page at United Coal. Eric, 9-7 is the lead for Wayne as we start the second quarter. Wayne has led from the very beginning, and Wayne will have first possession here in quarter number 2.
And the thing that Wayne, both teams they need to clean up, Wayne has had excellent opportunities to really have at least 20 points up in that quarter, missing a lot of chippies. But Beckley, let me give you their stat line: 7 points, 8 turnovers in the first quarter.
Yeah, and they're fortunate they're only down by 2 with that kind of stat line because, as you said, Wayne could easily be up by double digits.
Easy.
So Wayne will have it to start the second quarter. Beckley once again in that zone. Here's a 3 on the far side. That was a little strong. It is. And they battle for the rebound. But once again, Wayne's done a good job on the offensive glass. And they dial up a 3. And it's good right down the chute by Addison Atkins.
Second chance point.
Lynch back in the ball game. Has it now for Beckley over to Dillon. Zoe Williams down the lane. Puts the short shot up. It won't go. Also, new player Shiloh Mack in there for Beckley.
Yeah, these young ladies going to have to really try to grow up for Beckley and be and help out. It's going to
Dillon on the drive, and there's going to be a foul. It's a common foul.
Yeah, incidental, contact here as we look at the three ball, like just square up and shoot it wide open, knocks it down.
And that's a smart play. Get the rebound, throw the ball back up to the spot-up shooters you mentioned, and drains the 3 ball. Zoe Williams inbound. Alana Ellis has it. Now Abby Dillon with it. Beckley fortunate right there they didn't throw it away.
Not being very strong with their passes. I mean, you really the active hands of the Wayne Pioneers.
Shiloh Mack for 3 is an air ball. And the rebound is Addison Atkins for the Pioneers. Salmons, nice pass down low, head and shoulder fake off the glass, up and in. That's a beautiful play. That's Stacy with the bucket.
And that's Stacy's 4th point of the night.
And we got the biggest lead of the game right here. They've doubled them up, a football score, 14-7.
Yeah, and the turnovers are really starting
another
to
turnover.
mount.
And we're going to have a Beckley foul.
I think that's going to be on Mack.
I think so. Mack on the trail. So Gunner will get off the bench and back into the game for Beckley, as Alana Ellis will have a seat. Also, Rachel Pritt getting into the ball game, and Zoe Williams will have a seat. So now, Eric, when you look out on the floor right now, you got a lot of inexperience. Where's the points going to come from?
Yeah, hey, like I said, being put in this situation puts a lot of pressure on Abby Dillon to really run the offense and be the offensive threat and facilitate and get people, in their spot.
Here's Abby Dillon for 3 in the near corner, in and out, no good. Battle for the rebound. And here is Brooke Atkins with it.
Wow,
Atkins
tough
stop.
luck.
And a nice play by Lynch. Goes right into the hands of Stacy. The short shot's no good. And back the other way is Lynch with it for Beckley. And Beckley turns it over again.
And right there is the inexperience of Lynch. There was no way possible she was going to get that
pass in. No way.
There. Just dribble out and reset the offense, and that's a teachable moment. But have some basketball IQ right there. But there's no way you can make that pass on any level.
And she's coming out of the game as they'll put Zoe Williams in. And it's a very teaching, coaching moment.
Yes, definitely.
So here's Wayne. They have the largest lead of the game with possession of the ball. Beckley's played zone the entire game. Here's a deep 3 over top of the zone. That's too strong. And, Eric, you almost got to think that if Addison Atkins hits that 3, man, that's just better offense because that was a real deep 3.
Yeah, definitely. The zone forced her out. It seems like she has the green light to shoot that, and it's a nice driving hoop.
Yeah, nice driving finish, that time by Stacy.
That's her 4th point of the quarter.
And a 7-0 run to start this second quarter, and we got a timeout on the floor. A full timeout as we watch this last bucket here by Stacy.
Yeah, this is just too easy.
Yep.
We call that Olay defense on Friday.
Dribble drive, penetration in the finish. 5:28 for the half. 16-7 is the lead for Wayne. We'll be right back here on Video Productions.
Hi, I'm Leanna Burnett with Window World of Beckley. Are you dealing with those cold winter drafts through your windows? Is it causing your energy bills to rise? If you answered yes, Window World can help. Instead of dealing with those old drafty windows another year, call Window World of Beckley today. Yes, we work all year. Our windows are Energy Star efficient and designed to resist extreme weather. Make the smart investment with our no interest for 15 months. Call Window World of Beckley today.
Don't drop the ball. Come see your hometown legends at the all-new Greenbrier Ford in Beckley. We won't be beat.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by West Virginia Orthopedic and Trauma, Dr. John Tabbitt. Whether you're in a car accident or you have a sports-related injury, Dr. Tabbitt and his staff will get you right back on your feet. They're located at Woodcrest Drive in Beckley. Also, the game tonight brought to you in part by Modley's Plumbing and Heating. Never know when you need a plumber till you need a plumber. And the number to remember is 304-253-HELP. Out of the timeout, Beckley will have it. They've yet to score here, and 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And it's a 7-0 run to start this quarter, Eric, for Wayne.
Looks like Wayne has switched up to the man-to-man now. And this is, I know it's early in the second quarter. This is a key possession here for Beckley because they've really struggled, of course, offensively, but they're going to have to get some kind of points on the board.
Abby Dillon attacks the basket. They cut her off. Here's Pritt. Beckley, and they turn it over. Back the other way, Salmons. Fakes it with the left hand, a little strong. Battle for the rebound. It's loose. And I think Hazelwood, when the ball hit her, she was standing out of bounds.
Exactly right.
And nope, they're going to give it to Beckley. I thought she was out of bounds.
No.
Watch this right here.
Wayne was out of bounds right here.
Oh, yes. The ball,
yes,
it went off of Wayne, off of Hazelwood, yes. Then back off of one of the players for Wayne there as Atkins. It went off of her. And now here's Beckley with it. Alana Ellis back into the ball game. Beckley breaks the pressure. Here's Abby Dillon with it. And Hazelwood back to Dillon. Wayne's defense, like you said, their length, Eric, they've made it really tough on Beckley. Zoe Williams turns the corner, puts up the shot. It won't go. Battle for the rebound, and here comes Wayne with it. Here's Brooke Atkins. 2 Atkins on the floor for Wayne. That's a deep three. That ought to be worth 4 if that went in. And it doesn't go. Wayne has missed a ton of shots as Abby Dillon goes coast to coast. Ball's knocked out of her hands. It'll stay with Beckley.
Yeah, tough sledding right now for this Beckley offense, but I like how Abby Dillon is at least still trying to attack, but she's really the primary ball handler, and Wayne knows this, and they're really putting a lot of pressure on Abby Dillon.
Yeah, we're 10 seconds from being halfway through this quarter, and Beckley hasn't scored yet, as there's a short shot missed by Zoe Williams as she hits the deck. Here's a shot, no good. That shot is left short that time by Brooke Atkins. But I'll tell you, if Wayne was just making half of their shots, they'd probably be up by 20 right now. Gunner will dial up for 3. There's no answer there for that shot. And back the other way come the Lady Pioneers.
Just dominating the glass, the Lady Pioneers. They're getting a lot of shots, just not hitting.
Yeah, deep 3, no good, but another offensive rebound, a tie-up, held ball to Beckley.
And if you're Beckley, you haven't scored this quarter.
Yeah, and you're only down 9.
You're only down 9 points. So this last 3:38 of the quarter, you just have to get some semblance of an offense and get some rebounds. They're getting killed on the glass.
Yeah, and if you're Wayne, you've only scored 7 this quarter. I mean, we had a lot of action, just haven't had scoring. Both teams having a hard time putting it in the basket, and that's one way you can put it in the basket when you attack the hoop the way Zoe Williams does with a nice finish.
And that's 5 for Zoe, 5 of the 9 points.
Back the other way, a little short baseline shot is no good by Wayne.
Zoe Williams with the rebound.
Yeah, that was Stacy with the miss. Here's Zoe Williams with it. Ball knocked out of bounds. I thought it was, almost out of bounds. I thought it was coming right to me. Here's Alana Ellis, and she draws the foul. And, that's one thing, Eric and Maddie, it's been a physical game, but that's only the second foul called in this quarter.
It is. I mean, they're letting them play. And both teams are getting after it. I didn't see who that foul was whistled on.
Well, actually,
it's the second.
Actually, it's the second foul on Wayne, the third foul overall in the quarter.
Yes.
And we've got a new player checking into the ball game. Ramey into the ball game. Brayley Ramey will check in for Wayne. And Zoe Williams will put it in play. Pritt has it. Dials up a three. He's got a good look and knocks it down.
Wow, good-looking shot. Shot it with confidence.
So that's got the crowd into it a little bit. Beckley scored the last 5, and they've cut the lead to 4.
And that's all you need is something like that to ignite the offense as Wayne misses another one.
Yeah.
And look, you're Beckley. You're down 4 with 2:46 to go, and you've scored the last 5 points.
And ball's knocked out of bounds, and it'll stay with Beckley. But here's the thing, Eric. At some point, if you're Wayne, you say maybe we shouldn't continue to shoot the three since it's not going down.
Go down low. They need to get it inside and really get something closer to the basket because they're kind of shooting Beckley back into the game.
As Brown will check back into the game for Wayne. The ball comes to Pritt. She'll dial up a three and hit. Back-to-back threes for Pritt. They found something in her. She's been able to stretch the defense and put it right down the chute. Beckley within 1. 3 ball on the far side. No good. Offensive rebound. Puts it back up short. That was Atkins. And here's the thing I don't understand, Eric. It's a held ball. But Atkins got the rebound. There was no need to dribble. She took a dribble and then missed the shot.
And that's one thing. It's hard to coach out of your players. You make yourself small. She made herself small to the defender. Just keep it up high, and she has an easy putback.
Yeah, Brooke Atkins 6 foot, and she put it on the deck. They get the ball down low. Short shot in front of the rim is good. And that was put in by Addison Atkins. And that stopped a Beckley run there. Here's Abby Dillon for 3. It doesn't go. Long rebound. Gunner runs it down. Pritt, they triple team her. Knocked the ball loose. Beckley turns it over. Nice catch and attack the basket. Laid it up and in. That was a beautiful play that time by Brooke Atkins. Pritt with the ball now. She's hit back-to-back threes. She throws that one away. Good pressure by Wayne to force the turnover. A little floater back iron, no good by Salmons. Long rebound. The ball is free. And once again, Wayne doing a great job of getting offensive rebounds, Eric. Here's the 3 by Salmons. Rattles it in from downtown.
And Coach Neighbors not going to be happy with the 50-50 ball situation. The ball's just laying there as Salmons dials up to 3 to extend the lead.
Here's Zoe Williams. They cut her off. Abby Dillon will spot up. 3 ball on its way. Got it. Abby Dillon down the chute. Now things are starting to heat up. Both teams starting to be able to knock down some shots with a little bit of regularity.
Yeah, that last 238's been the most offense of the half as a wild shot put up by Wayne. And Beckley still has a chance to cut into this lead.
Yep, Beckley is not led tonight as there's the replay. Abby Dillon able to spot up and drain the 3 ball. So let's see what Beckley will cook up on this possession. The final 40 seconds of the half. Abby Dillon on the drive to the baseline. Down low, Zoe Williams, and she'll draw the foul and get to the line. That was a nice play as Abby Dillon went to the baseline. She left it as we see it right here. Nice pass inside, and then Zoe Williams fouled from behind.
And that's going to be on Atkins, Addison Atkins.
Right. So Zoe Williams at the line to shoot a pair. First free throw on its way is good. Well, she's got a nice release on those free throws.
Yeah, she really does.
And you think if you're Wayne, no matter what happens on this free throw, you think with 31.7 seconds left in the half, you probably will hold it, you would think, unless you get a layup, hold it for the final shot of the half.
And if you're Beckley, I'm going to put a little pressure. You only have 1 team foul. You're going to have to try to create some chaos and maybe a turnover here and cut this lead or tie it before the half.
They get the ball down low. Shot put up by Brown and scores. Nice play. That time, not thinking of a 3. They got the ball in the post and able to score the final 9 seconds of the half.
And I think I would run something to Zoe.
Backdoor's kicked. That was hard to get that pass in there.
Yeah, it was a good, slip the screen right there and try to get it in, but tough angle to get that pass in there.
3.2 for the half. Plenty of time to get it in, get a good shot. Zoe Williams will put it in play. Looks for a cutter. Tries to get the ball inside to Abby Dillon. Little short shot, hits the side of the backboard, and that's how the first half comes to a close. At the break, It is Wayne. They've led the entire time, the entire first half. They have a 5-point lead. It says 29, but actually it's 25. It's 25-20 in favor of Wayne. We'll be right back with the Massey Power Sports halftime show here on Video Productions.
Take a ride to the north side and get your big John deal at Mid-State Ford in Summersville. And here's the top 5 reasons to shop Mid-State Ford. You'll find the largest inventory, award-winning service, financing made easy for everyone, highest trade-in value, and the number 1 reason to shop Mid-State Ford is where you'll find your big John deal. Mid-State Ford in Summersville, MidStateFordWV.com.
City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment champion mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
Compliance helped me lose 50 pounds by freeing up tasks like payroll, HR, and bookkeeping. I'm now free to do what I want.
With compliance, you can do what you want to do. Compliance, we've got your back office.
And we welcome you into the Massey Power Sports halftime show with Maddie Belcher, Eric Thomas. I'm Maris Lowry. 5-point lead for Wayne. They've led from the opening tip. 25-20 is the halftime lead. The biggest lead's been 9. They led by 2 at the end of the quarter. So 25-20, and Maddie, we're going to go to the Maddie's corner and get Maddie's take of the first half as Wayne leads Beckley by 5.
I think both teams so far have played, fairly well. I think towards the end of the third quarter, both teams were starting to get a little more warmed up in their shots, starting to get a little hot. And I'm hoping in the second half we can expect, both teams to have a hot shot. I think definitely if you're Beckley, we need to work on, being stronger with the ball, making stronger passes, whether that's entry passes, whether that's getting it down the court, just avoiding all those turnovers. And I think that's definitely something that, Brian's probably talking about in the locker room right now.
Yeah, a great assessment right there because
all right, we're going to go to break. When we come back, Eric will go inside the numbers. But before we go in, take the break, want to let you know tonight's game brought in part by Allstate Insurance. You're in good hands with Allstate, and you are in good hands with Lori Richmond as your agent at 304-252-8646. Also, tonight's game brought in part by Exit Elevation. And Exit Elevation, Luke Richmond is the broker. And you can dial him up at 304-256-0101 or check him out at wvexitelevation.com. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll go inside the numbers of the first half as Wayne's in front of Beckley 25-20 here on Video Productions.
Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
Unlock the money already in your home at City National Bank. Consolidate loans or fund your next big project with a home equity line of credit with a great low intro rate. Visit your local branch to get started. City National Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Learn more at homeequity.bankatcity.com.
It's fourth down, seconds on the clock. He hands it off, finds a hole in the middle. Clear, nothing but Brian moves! A touchdown for the win. I can't believe it.
Pizza, better with Pepsi.
Hey, Wes!
Why'd we settle on skydiving?
Well, it's fall, and we're falling. I thought we could do a commercial about falling prices. Get it?
I guess. Where's your chute?
I knew I forgot something. Later.
During Truck Month, get invoice pricing on all 1,500 Sierras and Yukons, or ask about discounts up to $9,000 with no payments till next year.
Hey, I can see my house.
GMC, we are professional grade.
The path to a rewarding, well-paying career is close to home. Discover what WVU Tech graduates already know. We're a small campus with big opportunities. With hands-on experience in high-demand programs like hospitality, forensic investigations, cybersecurity, engineering, and nursing, you'll be prepared to enter the workforce, solving West Virginia's most important problems. We know that you can change the world, and it starts here at home.
And we welcome you back into Beckley Woodrow Wilson High School at the break. Wayne is in front of Beckley 25-20. We're going to go inside the numbers. Inside the numbers are brought to you by Pepsi. Nothing tastes as good as in a blue can of Pepsi, or if you like the black can, that is Pepsi Zero, or the silver can, Diet Pepsi. And Eric, you have the numbers of the first half.
And I'll tell you one number I'm not going to give you because I stopped. I was going to run out of ink in my ink pen. I stopped keeping turnovers, okay? No, but on a serious note, the story of the first half is the balance and the height right now of the Wayne Lady Pioneers. They have 25 points in this amazing balance. Brooke Atkins with 6, Kayla Stacy with 6. You have Addison Atkins with 5, Kaya Brown with 4, and Jacelyn Salmons with 4. I mean, just that balance right there. And on the flip side, Beckley has 20, but they've really struggled. The main two scorers have really had to force it up, and that's Zoe Williams is leading the way with 7 points. She has 1 3 and 2 of 2 from the free throw line. The only free throw chances for Beckley in the first half. And, you know, that's where they missed Josie Cross right. and Burton because they're able to create their shot.
Sure.
And Abby Dillon has 5 and was able to knock down 1 3. But on the flip side, the one good stat for Beckley is out of their 20 points, they've knocked down 4 3-pointers.
Yeah.
You know,
and Britt hit 2 of them.
Britt hit 2 of them in that decisive, and Maddie was spot on because I thought the last 2:38 of the second quarter was good basketball by both teams.
Right.
They really started heating up and really getting into their offense. And I think going on in the second half, I think Wayne really probably their adjustment, and you'll get to this. I'll let Maddie probably say it, but I know what Wayne will have to do to finish this game off.
All right, but Maddie, since you played for Coach Brian Neighbors, you're more familiar with this than any of us here at this table. If you were in the Beckley locker room, what might you heard Coach Neighbors tell the troops?
I mean, like I said, before the break, I think definitely Neighbors is, touching on the number of turnovers, touching on, better passes, stronger passes. But I do think, like Eric said, both teams are, they're starting to get hot. And I think Coach is definitely telling the girls, shoot or shoot. So, if you are shooting and it's going in, keep shooting. And I think definitely also, so far the girls have been doing well with, trying to drive strong, and they've done well with that. And I think just to keep doing that and to keep going, crashing the boards for rebounds, getting those second shots, I think that'll really help them in the second half.
All right, we'll take one final break and get you ready for the second half. Wayne leads by 5 as we're streaming live here on Video Productions.
Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
The most mouth-watering showdown on television. The Hangry Games Ultimate Snack-Off. Right here at your local Little General store. Keep your appetites brave and your snacks ready.
Take a ride to the north side and get your Big John deal at Mid-State Ford in Summersville. And here's the top 5 reasons to shop Mid-State Ford. You'll find the largest inventory, award-winning service, financing made easy for everyone, highest trade-in value, and the number one reason to shop Midstate Ford is where you'll find your big John deal. Midstate Ford in Summersville, MidstateFordWV.com.
Life doesn't wait, so neither should your care. Whether it's a cough, fever, or stomach bug, Access Plus is here for those urgent moments.
From bumps and bruises to stitches and even x-rays, we've got you covered with extended hours and walk-in care for the whole family.
You do not have to be an Access Health patient to be seen. No appointments, no hassle, just quality care when you need it.
Access Health, where care meets community.
City.
And we welcome you back to Beckley with Eric Thomas, Maddie Belcher, the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, and Jackie Moon on camera, ready to start the second half. Beckley, Eric will have first crack at it. Once again, Wayne will start this second half the way they started the game, back in his zone.
And let's see what was cooked up. And Beckley almost started the second half like they started the first half with a turnover.
Zoe Williams for three, back iron, long rebound, comes out.
Got away with a travel?
Nope, she didn't. Just got away with the late whistle. She actually traveled.
But you actually don't mind that play because that is the first 50-50 ball that Beckley has gotten to that was out that Wayne didn't get. Although you turn it over, but I bet that was touched upon in the locker room.
Yes.
You can control that, how you hustle, and both teams are going at it.
So Beckley will start out same way in his own way they did the game. By the way, we have Heather Belcher here for Loot Press. Got her trusty cameras. There's a deep three. Is good. Sammons. Sammons was the team's leading scorer, 15 a game, and she showed why there. She rains the three.
And that's her 7th point of the game, second 3 of the contest.
Here's Zoe Williams with it. Lynch gets the ball down low, into the lane. I beg your pardon. That was Gunner into the lane and has her shot blocked. And here comes Wayne on the attack, 2-on-2. Sammons goes hard to the basket, a lot of contact.
That's
going to have
block.
a blocking foul, yes.
Yeah, Lynch didn't get set up. Good idea, but just not great execution. Just didn't get set.
Biggest lead of the game has been 9. The lead is 8 now, and Salmon's at the line. If she can knock both of these down to give Wayne their largest lead of the game, first free throw is good.
That was shooting?
Yeah, apparently so. So now it's a 9-point advantage. This equals the largest lead of the game. Second free throw on its way. Looks good, and it is. She's got them both. So now this is the biggest lead of the game right here. Wayne up 10.
And Wayne's going to extend the pressure, and Beckley's not ready for it. Lana's going to have to help bring this up.
Yes, and she does that. They get the ball to Zoe Williams, and then they poke it free.
And that's one thing the young freshman has to be stronger with that dribble right there.
And, yes, Addison Atkins able to finish, and Coach Brian Neighbors wants a timeout because Wayne starts the third quarter on a 7-0 run to take a 5-point lead to a 12-point lead. And we watch the replay as we get ready to go to break. We'll be right back here on Video Productions.
Hey, I'm Leanna Burnett with Window World of Beckley. Are you dealing with those cold winter drafts through your windows? Is it causing your energy bills to rise? If you answered yes, Window World can help. Instead of dealing with those old drafty windows another year, call Window World of Beckley today. Yes, we work all year. Our windows are Energy Star efficient and designed to resist extreme weather. Make the smart investment with our no interest for 15 months. Call Window World of Beckley today.
Don't drop the ball. Come see your hometown legends at the all-new Greenbrier Ford in Beckley. We won't be beat.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Leisure Lanes, Johnstown Road, and Beckley. They're having their Sweetheart Futuristic Bowling for Valentine's Day on Saturday, February the 8th from 10 o'clock to midnight. For all the information of what it costs and what's going on, reserve a lane. You can dial up Leisure Lanes 304-253-7328. With Eric Thomas and Maddie Belcher, I'm Maris Lowry. As Wayne, ladies and gentlemen, have started this third quarter on a 7-0 run to open up their biggest lead of the game at 12. And now they've trapped the ball. Here's Abby Dillon, an open look for three. That's going to be short. You could tell when she shot it was going to be short. But Gunner does a good job to run down the rebound. And they take it away from her. Now we got a jump ball, and it'll be a turnover over to Wayne. But, Eric, I think this is a danger point for Beckley this next couple of minutes here.
Yeah, and I think right now Wayne sees that I think they feel that they have Beckley on the ropes and extended the pressure and really trying to put this game away here in the third quarter.
Beckley still in that zone. Here's a deep three from Salmon. Shoots over it and drains a 3-ball. And now it's a 15-point advantage. It's a 10-0 run to start the third quarter. And Abby Dillon has the ball poked out from behind. But, you know, Eric, we talked about this in the first half. Had Wayne made some of their shots, they may have had a 15-point lead back in the first half.
Well, let me just say this. Maybe the wrong person was shooting the threes.
Well, maybe.
Because Sabbins is knocked down. That's 2 in this quarter and 3 for the game.
Hazelwood checks into the Beckley lineup. You know, as we say all the time, anybody can shoot threes, but not everybody can make them.
That's right.
Of course, we know that Maddie, back in her day, made them. She had her favorite sweet spot over there in the
that
corner. That corner three. We knew that Maddie was ready to ring the bell from downtown when she let it go. But Beckley's got to find some offense, and as Abby Dillon gets fouled on the drive.
Bailed out by the offense was really getting stagnant right now, and just no movement. And this is like you said, this is a dangerous portion of the contest for Beckley.
Zoe Williams to put the ball in play on the baseline. Here's Abby Dillon, takes the ball back out, looks over the zone. And she'll throw it away. And they thought for a minute that maybe that Gunner was going to break to the corner, and Gunner broke to the basket.
Zigged and
instead of zagging. So on the turnover, boy, that's one thing that when Beckley looks back, they watch this game over again, and they'll see all the turnovers that they made. Here's a deep three, and it's on its way. It's no good. That's put up by Addison Atkins, but another offensive rebound.
No one for Beckley. No one in a white jersey went to get that ball.
And here's a hoop and a harm down low. Brown as they shovel a pass underneath. She dials it up with a little 2-footer and gets the foul. And now, Wayne is really taking it to Beckley. They've scored 12 in a row to start this third quarter as there's the foul, the push in the back by Abby Dillon.
Yeah, 12-0 run, and that was predicated by the offense for Wayne as they missed the free throw.
Missed the free throw.
Getting another opportunity with the offensive rebound.
Biggest lead of the game right here at 17. It was 5 at the break. Beckley is yet to score. We're 3 minutes into this third quarter. Salmons with the long rebound, and it's Beckley's one and done. And, you know, without Josie Cross, and they hit the ball down low, and without Donya Burton, it's hard to create offense. And it's Brown able to score again down low. A 14-0 run out of the locker room. Zoe Williams will draw the foul on the drive as we watch this last bucket by Wayne.
And I like this finish right here.
Nice pass, yes.
And a lefty finish.
Ma Seister will check into the ball game for Beckley, her first action of the night. But here in the first 3+ minutes, Eric, of this third quarter, Matt, the game's gotten away from Beckley. Down 5 to now down 19.
Yeah, it's been a barrage of ways, too, as Zoe Williams trying to step through and getting fouled again. The only thing adding up right now for Wayne, other than the scoreboard points or the fouls on the scoreboard. So that's their third foul. And if you're Beckley, you got to keep trying to attack to get in the bonus and try to cut into this lead.
As Kenley Runyon will check in for Wayne. And, you know, Eric and Maddie, we said on top, of all the 6 wins that Wayne has got this year, they've held their opponent to 40 or less as Abby Dillon, tough luck shot, in and out. Back the other way comes Wayne. Salmons, the trailer, 3 on its way, looks good, right down the chute, kaboom. And it's blowout city right now. Biggest lead of the game right here, and Beckley calls a timeout. Beckley yet to score, and we're almost halfway through this third quarter. Right now, with 4:15 left in it, it's 42-20 Wayne. We'll take a break and be right back here on Video Productions.
Compliance helped me lose 15 pounds by freeing up tasks like payroll, HR, and bookkeeping. I'm now free to do what I want.
With Compliance, you can do what you want to do. Compliance, we've got your back office.
It's 4th down, seconds on the clock. He hands it off, finds a hole in the middle. Clear, nothing but a touchdown for the win. I can't believe it.
Pizza, better with Pepsi.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our new Harper Road location. We are truly investing.
All right, out of the timeout, Beckley will have it. They've yet to score in this third quarter, and we're coming up on the halfway point. And out of the timeout, Eric and Maddie, that's got to be real frustrating. Out of the timeout, you turn it over.
Yeah, just not enough firepower and ball handlers tonight to help out Abby Dillon.
And this is a very good Wayne team as well, down low, and we got to travel. But Beckley has yet to score in this quarter. It was 9-7 at the end of the first quarter, Wayne. And Wayne has led the whole way. They led 25-20. And as you talked about, Eric and Maddie, the last 2.5 minutes of the second quarter was good basketball by both teams. But Beckley has gone ice cold. Give credit to the Lady Pioneers defense. Beckley's yet to score. We played over 4 minutes. As Zoe Williams into the lane, can't get it to go.
And Zoe right there absorbed the contact, not able to get it up and in.
Nice ball movement by Wayne. Here's a three on the far side. Good. Wayne has found their shooting shoes, and that three is good. That
Lexi
Blankenship knocking it down, getting in on the three-point party. And it's a 20-0 run to start this third quarter. It was 25-20 at the break, and Wayne has, has exploded here in this third quarter.
Well, we said, though, as Abby dials it up
Abby Dillon for three doesn't go. Hazelwood with the offensive rebound.
We said that the only thing that kept Beckley in the game turnover here was the cold shooting by Wayne in that first quarter. They easily could have been up in double-digit lead early on.
And, Eric, I know we don't keep them, but I think you and Maddie would agree. I think it's safe to say that Beckley's turnovers might equal the points they've scored. I think they've got probably close to 20, if not 20, and they've got 20 points.
Yeah, definitely. And when I stopped keeping it, they had 9 in the first quarter. So.
Yeah, so they've definitely had 11 more since then. There's another three. Salmons, and boy, they're heating it up. A deep three.
Her fourth three of the quarter.
Wow, and it's a 23-0 run to start this third quarter, and Beckley been shell-shocked. It's taken what little life the crowd had for Beckley totally out of it. Abby Dillon on the drive, puts a short shot, won't go. It's just been a frustrating night for Beckley in all aspects of the game.
It really has.
We're going to see if Maddie's got any eligibility left to put her out there. But Wayne, they've got a game tomorrow afternoon in Princeton, and right now, here's Salmons down up for three. That doesn't go.
The heat check right there, man.
Boy, that was. A little spin move into the lane. That put up won't go. And that spin move in the lane by Runyon. And here's another Beckley turnover. And a nice take to the basket. The shot won't go as Atkins missed the shot. And then Salmons will commit the foul as Pritt got the rebound for Beckley.
Yeah, just got her hand caught in the cookie jar right there as Salmons got called for the reach.
Tomorrow night, Video Productions will have Beckley and Greenbrier East from the Raleigh County Convention Center, as Bill O'Brien will have a call on that. Eric, you'll be in Morgantown. The Mountaineers with a big task at hand tomorrow evening, taking on a very good Iowa State team. I had a game, maybe my mother's been in the hospital. So much going on this week, but I caught a little bit of the end of Iowa State and Kansas the other night.
Yeah, I definitely watched that, and I had a chance to scout them and watch them Saturday, and I think they're ranked 2, but they very well could be. As
Gunner hits the shot and draws the foul. Beckley's first points of this third quarter.
Iowa State very well could be the best team in the nation.
So we watch the replay. There's Gunner. That's Beckley's first bucket and first points of any kind as Gunner will try to polish off a three-point play.
And I was about to say that this could be a first, that Beckley could go with a goose egg in a quarter.
Well, that three-point play by Gunner stopped a 23-0 Wayne run to start the third quarter. And we're under 2 minutes here for the third as Wayne turns it over. But this game got away from Beckley in the first couple minutes of the second half.
First 2 minutes of that second half was a blitz by the Lady Pioneers.
Here's Lynch with it now, Abby Dillon. And if you're Beckley, you still, forget the score. You just want to continue to play hard as Zoe Williams dials up a three from the near corner. So Beckley able to get a three-point play the old-fashioned way, and then a three ball by Zoe Williams.
And that puts Zoe Williams into double figures with 10.
As that shot is missed by Atkins for Wayne. Here's Lynch the other way. Pritt has it now. Pritt made 2 threes in that first half. Abby Dillon finds Pritt. Gunner spins into the lane off the glass, or trying to get it off the glass. It won't go. And here comes Wayne with it. As we're under a minute for the third. Good ball movement by Wayne, trying to find the open shooter. There's a three. That's going to be short, and that goes out of bounds. You can tell that shot was going to be short by Addison Atkins.
Yeah, and that was probably the worst offensive possession that Wayne has had in the third quarter. You know, they ran their offense real fluent early and got the shots they needed to really put this game away.
You know, Eric and Maddie, by the way, this is the first of 2 games. Like I said, this is the first meeting ever. Beckley will make the return trip down to Wayne, and I'll look and tell you when that's going to be as Abby Dillon drives the baseline. They cut her off. Ball's tipped around. Zoe Williams able to get control, and then we got a foul. But Beckley will be down there. It's a day game on Saturday, February the 1st. Beckley will return the trip down to Wayne.
2 shots for Zoe Williams as that's the 15th foul.
Yep, over the limit. So it's free throw time as Zoe Williams will step up to the line.
2 of 2 on the night, 2 3-pointers, and 1 2-point basket for 10 points for Zoe Williams.
Video Productions have a busy week next week. We've got games Tuesday through Saturday, including these same Lady Flying Eagles, as the first free throw is good by Zoe Williams. We'll have Beckley, Eric, you and I and Maddie next Thursday night when they play host to Pikeview. The first free throw is good. The second free throw also good. And Zoe Williams makes them both. We'll have Shady Boys at Independence next Friday. We'll have Logan at Shady on Wednesday. And we'll have WVU Tech on Tuesday and Saturday. And on next Saturday at the Raleigh County Convention Center, it's a doubleheader. The men's game is at 1, and the women's game is at 3. And something else I got to ask you, Eric, is a 3 at the buzzer doesn't go. I'll hold that thought. I got a question for you that maybe you know the answer to this. At the end of 3, it's a 20-point advantage for Wayne. And we'll be right back with the fourth quarter after this on Video Productions.
Compliance helped me lose 50 pounds by freeing up tasks like payroll, HR, and bookkeeping. I'm now free to do what I want.
With Compliance, you can do what you want to do. Compliance, we've got your back office.
It's 4th down, seconds on the clock. He hands it off, finds a hole in the middle. Clear, not the
Brian moves!
Incredible! A touchdown for the win. I can't believe it.
Pizza, better with Pepsi.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our New Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Infinity Colt Company. They offer no premium, no deductible health insurance with dental and vision coverage. They also offer a company-paid life insurance, prescription drug coverage, and a company-matching 401k plan. Affinity Colt Company. All right, ready to start the fourth quarter, and Beckley in a 20-point hole with Eric Thomas and Maddie Belcher. I'm Maris Lowry, heavy hitter Mr. Nick Eskins, producing and directing. Jackie Moon on camera. And Eric, I'm going to ask you, I'm not sure if we were talking a little bit during the break, but we do handle and cover WVU women's and men's basketball, their home games here on Video Productions. And former Greater Beckley player and Beckley Flying Eagle player Isaiah Francis, I'm told, was going to play, that had played on one of the teams that Tech was supposed to play this past, or they did play this past weekend, which transferred. I didn't know if you knew anything about that.
Yeah, no, I knew he was playing. I didn't know he transferred. I knew he was playing for one of the opponents, as Gunner had a chance. Carson Gunner had a chance for a 3, but we'll get to the free throw line for 2.
Yeah,
but did not know. Great interior passing right there by Zoe Williams.
Beautiful pass, like a little shovel pass up underneath that time by Zoe Williams. So at the line will be Gunner. And actually, she's played pretty well here tonight. First free throw's good. And I know if you're Coach Brian Neighbors, obviously they don't come back win the game. You'll be disappointed you didn't win. But at the same time, there's been other players able to get some maybe valuable minutes in the absence of two of their starters out with injuries, Donya Burton and Josie Cross.
And here's a plus for Beckley. They're 7 for 7 from the free throw line.
And that's something that in the previous games we've done, sometimes they haven't shot it very well from the line. There's a little short shot, no good. And that shot that time was put up by Stacy, and it doesn't go back the other way. Here's Beckley with it.
And right now, you just want small victories. Just try to cut into this lead with some solid offense if you're Beckley.
Yeah, maybe see as Lynch drives and will draw the foul and get the line to shoot to your right, Eric and Maddie. With 6:53 left in the game and you're down 18 with the chance to cut it to 16 with the clock stopped at the line, thinking maybe, 3 minutes if you can get it under 10 with the 3-minute mark.
And you have to keep battling, just some really hot shooting by Wayne and great offense by Wayne in that third quarter as they were able to knock down 5 3-pointers.
And as I had mentioned a couple times in our broadcast here, Wayne and their 6 wins have held their opponents in those wins to 40 points or less. And Lynch's second free throw is no good. She makes 1 of 2.
First miss from the free throw lines, 7 of 8 for Beckley.
And there's going to be a foul on Lynch. Lynch made the contact first. That play happened in front of us. I know that Beckley coaches want a push-off, but if you watch the replay, Lynch made the contact first and did commit the foul. Right there.
Yeah, it was definitely a defensive foul. Another one.
Yeah, Lynch just took one for the team right there in the chops. Here's Wayne. And, Eric, they don't need to go into a stall, but they can be a little bit more deliberate with the lead like they have.
Yeah, and that's what they're doing, just setting up, running their offense.
Yeah, want to make sure that they don't take a bad shot with the lead. And, even if they don't make a shot on this possession, as they get the ball inside, Brown puts the short shot up, doesn't go. There's the offensive rebound on the weak side. All alone there is Atkins for the putback.
And Brooke with her 8th point. Brooke Atkins cleaning up the glass.
Yeah, use Windex on that one. Zoe Williams fumbled the ball. Abby Dillon able to pick it up.
That's one thing that's been very impressive.
Deep three for Abby Dillon doesn't go. Long rebound in the corner, out of bounds over to Wayne.
The active hands that they have on defensively for Wayne has caused a lot of problems for this Beckley offense.
Of course, Beckley hopes next week to get 2 of their starters back. Josie Cross, the team's leading scorer, this 3rd straight game without Josie Cross at 18 a game and Donya Burton at 12 a game. So you're taking 30 points out of Beckley's lineup for the 3rd straight game. Beautiful cut to the basket, and Brown lays it up and in.
I said, because they fell asleep on defense right there.
Great backdoor play, old-fashioned basketball, and an easy deuce. Zoe Williams perhaps got away with the travel spins, puts it off the glass a little strong. And clearing the rebound there is Stacy for the Pioneers. Wayne will play Princeton tomorrow afternoon at 2:30. So he'll have a quick turnaround, but I'll tell you, this is a solid team right here. 3 ball on its way, off the glass too strong.
And they played a lot of people.
And I tell you, they're length, like you said, their size, but they hustle. Like you said, they've killed Beckley on these 50-50 balls.
Yeah, and that's one thing.
Salmons leans in, draws the foul, will get to the line. And I'll tell you what, Lynch, I think, got hit in the chops again. She's taking a beating out there. Technical foul now is called on the Beckley bench.
Yeah.
And I think they're going to get, actually it was Donya Burton who was the player who was jumping up complaining about that. So I don't think the technical will be on Coach Brian Neighbors. It's going to be on the bench.
Yeah, definitely on the bench. They were reacting. First 2 fouls, the first 2, it's incidental contact,
right.
But she did take one, but it was in the act of going up.
So the free throw was good. We'll shoot the 2 shots, then the technical. So Salmons makes the first of 2 on the 2-shot opportunity. Second free throw is no good. Now let's see if they'll have Salmons to stay at the line to shoot the 2 technicals.
So she got 1 of 2 there, correct?
1 of 2 there. Here's the technical, and she missed that, so she's made 1 of 3. So, like I said, I believe that is a bench technical as the free throw is good. So she made 2 of 4. I don't think that was on the head coach, Brian Neighbors.
Definitely.
It was on Donya Burton.
He was actually setting down.
Yeah. Donya Burton was up jumping around
and that's why he was like, well,
yeah.
what do you call a 1 on me for?
And I can see him, telling Donya Burton they're going to have to put a seatbelt on her over there. So Shiloh Mack checks into the ball game for Beckley. Lon Ellis is also out there. Let's see who else they got. And I'm not sure what we got going on. We got the official over the score table.
I think they're about to eject somebody over here.
I'm not sure as they're bringing out one of the administrations.
Here's the thing. I mean, if you're refs, just call it a game. I mean, sometimes you shouldn't even listen. Pay attention to what's going on. If they didn't threaten you,
I don't know what we have. We have a assistant principal for Beckley.
Miss Caffey's gonna have to eject somebody. Ask them to leave.
Yeah. Yeah. With headsets on, I couldn't hear. Obviously, it happened behind us. But I know these games are emotional, but we are talking about whether it's no matter what it is. But I get it; they're emotional, but at the same time, you can't let your emotions get the best of you.
Yeah, and the thing is, I just love refs to death. Love the refs. Sometimes you should pay attention more what's going on the floor than what's going on.
Well, the official just said he's got to go. They're not going to resume the game, Eric and Maddie, until the person in question is asked to leave. And they said they're not. They said he's got to go, or they're not going to put the ball in play. So for the person they tell him he got to go, he should just get up and go because you don't want to get the police in it. You don't want to get all that. Look, they're ejecting you from the game. You just got to go.
Well, the thing I want to say is the guy that's leaving, he's got a Philadelphia Eagle jacket on. He needs to get out of here anyway.
That was Eric that said that. But here's the way I look at it. Regardless of whom it is, what they're wearing, what the deal is. And, I mean, now he's jawing at the official as he's leaving. He just needs to go. I mean, the worst thing you want is they get the ball down low, put the shot up. Like I said, you don't want to have to get authorities involved in something like that.
Stop taking away from what's going on the court.
Shiloh Mack will dial up a 3. It doesn't go. I mean, he's
good hustle by.
I guess he's complaining his case as he's going out the door to whoever will listen to him. All right. We hate that happened, but we're ready to move on. Coming up on the final 4 minutes of the game.
That's what the Rams are going to try to do in Philly.
In fact, I see Beckley girls assistant Gene Neighbors trying to help escort the young man out of the building. And he's also they took Lynch to the locker room where she was hit in the face twice. There's a 3 put up no good by Salmons, and Matt clears the rebound. So they've taken Lynch to the
the last one she took busted her nose.
Yeah. So here's this is a tough night for Beckley.
Builds character, Maris.
Yes, it does. And in the moment, I know it's disappointing, but you got to look big picture. You are correct.
And you know what you have to do? If you can get healthy, you get another shot at him.
Well, that's right. You're going to play him again February 1st, and hopefully at that time Beckley will have, as there's a pass up underneath, the shot's no good. Hopefully Beckley will have both Donya Burton and Josie Cross available for that game because they're both expected back next week when Beckley, their next game, and they'll take on Riverside if there's a foul.
And I think, the one bright spot this second half, Carson Gunner's been battling. She's been really battling down low.
Maddie and Eric, Beckley has 3 games next week. Tuesday at Riverside. Thursday game we'll have here with Pikeview. And next Saturday at St. Albans. And I'm told that both Donya Burton and Josie will both be available next week, and hopefully they'll have them for all 3 of those games.
Hey, and down the stretch as Gunner knocks down a free throw, and she's perfect. 4 of 4 from the free throw line.
She's played well here tonight. Maya Seister checks into the ball game for Beckley.
Hey, good looking shot too I think she could be a good jump shooter.
Right. She's got good form at the line. Free throw on its way. And we don't have an announcer jinx.
Man,
she has good form.
Time. I don't believe in that, man. Just get up and knock it down. It's all right, Maddie.
That's right, Maddie. You hardly ever miss one, but when you did, you could blame it on me because I was like, Maddie's hot from the corner, and then that one pops out on you. That was my fault.
Hey, man, we've been blaming everything on Maris lately.
Yeah.
The whole New River tournament was canceled because of Maris.
As there's a three from the corner. Salmons continues her hot shooting.
That's 6 3-pointers. Steph Curry-like night for Salmons.
Yeah. Well, she's the team's leading scorer at 15. And now she's over 15.
And she had 4 at half, so.
Final 2.5 of this one. There's another Beckley turnover. And going in for the layup. Good. That layup is scored that time by Addison Atkins.
23 for Salmons, by the way.
So it was a 9-7 Wayne lead at the quarter, 25-20 at the half, and they blew the game open in that third quarter. They had a 23-0 run to start the second half. They never looked back. Wayne led 48-20 at the end of 3. Of course, they're leading now here 59-33. And the final 2 minutes, Eric, as Pritt will dial up a 3. She made 2 in the first half. She misses that one. But, you know, in all of Wayne's victories is now we have a foul. As I mentioned earlier, Wayne has held its opponent to 40 points or less in their previous 6 wins and trying to do that for the 7th time.
Yeah, and it's going to be tough for Beckley. All their points in this fourth quarter have come from the free throw line.
Yeah, and Beckley over the limit. So we'll walk down on this end and shoot free throws. Yeah, Beckley has only scored 5 points in this quarter. They had 7 in the first quarter. They had 13 in the second. 8 in the third and only 5 now. And you remember, Eric, we said, like, where's the offense going to come from? They've got to be able to find other people who can score. As Salmon's at the line, makes the first of 2.
24 on the evening.
Good to see Lynch back in the game as she checks in for Abby Dillon.
Well, she's tough, that's for sure.
Got to be tough to play. Salmon's ready. Free throw is good. Yeah, that first, 2.5 minutes of the second half, really, this game really got away from Beckley. There's another turnover. And we don't count them, but Beckley's got probably over 30 turnovers as that shot is missed. That was Stacy. Back the other way. Beckley shot no good. So Wayne will head to Mercer County, play Princeton tomorrow afternoon. Beckley won't play as Stacy draws the foul into the lane. Beckley will be on the road Tuesday at Riverside. We watch the replay.
Nice little spin move there to get to the free throw line. Will be Stacy.
So Stacy will shoot 2. First free throw's no good. I'm not sure, did we have a lane violation? The referee blew the whistle. Nope, second free throw is no good. She missed them both. Wayne, a 2-hour trip here to Beckley. And then they'll make their way to Princeton after the game, play that game, as I mentioned, tomorrow afternoon, as there's a missed shot by Mack, and it goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Beckley.
Well, the 35-minute trip down to Princeton will be with a smile on their faces. They really came and played some great basketball this evening to put Beckley away in that third quarter.
Addison Perkins will check into the Wayne lineup. And also Brayley Ramey's in there as well. Here's Mack on a drive into the lane. Off the glass, it doesn't go, but she'll draw the foul.
Well, good-looking drive, though, and getting to her spot and using the glass as Mack will get to the free throw line here.
We watch the replay as there's exactly how Eric described it as you see it. We'll have a quick post-game show, the Pioneer Community Bank post-game show. Mack will be at the line to shoot a pair. In fact, Eric, as I look at the Beckley bench, every girl that dressed tonight has gotten in the game. As Mack's free throw is no good.
Yeah, and Marison, that's one thing we talked about at the top of the broadcast. I mean, not whining about their injuries because it's given a lot of girls, a chance to get out there on the floor and get into some varsity action as you see Zoe Williams still battling.
Yep.
And I just think this will make you stronger. You know, you can assess your players a little bit. This is a good team that they're going up against, and these young people, young ladies have been thrown into the fire here early.
Yeah, this is a really good team for Wayne. They're well coached. Beckley will get an opportunity to play them. And, you know, for Beckley, you know, they're up there at full strength. If you're Wayne, you can't help that Beckley doesn't have two of their starters 30 points out of the lineup. You have to do what you have to do, and Wayne has done that tonight. Here in the final minute, there's a foul. But hopefully when they do play the second time this season on Saturday, February the 1st, that's a 1 o'clock tip at Wayne. Hopefully Beckley will be at full strength. Because if you're Wayne, you want to see where you stand playing against Beckley, who is at full strength.
Yeah, and that's for sure. And that's the reason that Wayne scheduled this game. That you'll take the victory, but they want to see Beckley at full strength, and hopefully Beckley will get to see them at full strength when they make that. You said February 1st, that trek down.
That is correct.
To Wayne.
So Beckley over the limit in fouls, and it'll be free throw time. Lexi Blankenship will get to the free throw line for Wayne. First free throw is no good. Even though Wayne, they've missed a ton of free throws, haven't they?
Yeah, they have.
J.C. Mills will now check in. Final minute of this one. But Wayne has led wire to wire from the opening tip. Second free throw is good by Blankenship. She makes 1 of 2. It was 9-7 at the end of the first quarter. Wayne 25-20 at halftime. You know, Eric, I was thinking at halftime, I thought Wayne got the better of Beckley, but still Beckley was right there in the game. And if they could make a run coming out of the locker room, but the run was by Wayne, a 23-0 run, and that put Beckley to bed. They led them by 20, 48-20 at the end of 3, and they've expanded on that lead here into the fourth quarter.
You're right in that decisive early third portion of the third
quarter.
Yeah,
like the first couple of minutes, first 2.5 minutes.
It was
minutes
like
of that.
a 2 minutes blitz.
Yeah.
And to answer your question, Wayne is 8 of 16 from the free throw line.
Zoe Williams on the missed shot, battling, as you mentioned, draws the foul, gets to the line. You know, when you look at Wayne, they missed a lot of shots in the first half.
Yes.
They're shooting only 50% from the line for the game. There's a lot of things that they can improve on as well, and they're still winning this game decisively.
By 30.
Yes.
And Zoe Williams steps to the line where she's a perfect 4 of 4.
And you jinxed her. You jinxed her. So if you know, the Beckley girls, they may not want to watch this, but if they do, they go back. And Zoe, you can blame that on Eric. You ought to put that on his column. As she makes 1 of 2. So Wayne is going to win its 5th game in a row, and they're going to go to 7-2. Beckley is going to go to 6-3. We play the final 15 seconds of this one. Shiloh Mack got a little too far under the basket.
The pass was made a little too late there.
Yep, and I think they went knee to knee. So she's coming up.
That's painful.
I'll tell you, she's grabbing her ankle, but I don't know if it was her ankle or her knee. But I'll tell you what, when you go knee to knee, that's one of the most painful things that you can ever do. Yeah, knee to knee as we watch the replay. Zoe Williams down low, little short shot is good. And the final score is going to be 62-36. So your final score, 62-36, coming up on the Pioneer Community Bank postgame show. We'll hear from Maddie Belcher. We'll have Maddie's Corner. We'll recap. We'll go inside the numbers brought to you by Pepsi that Eric will have. Once again, final score, it is Wayne beating Beckley 62-36. Wayne's now won 5 in a row. They're 7-2. Beckley falls to 6-3. We'll take a break. Be right back here on Video Productions.
Welcome, folks, to the most mouth-watering showdown on television, the Hangry Games Ultimate Snack-Off, right here at your local Little General store. As the snacks fly and the deli slices, remember, dear viewers, every item they're using can be found at your nearest Little General store, where creativity meets convenience. Keep your appetites brave and your snacks ready.
Take a ride to the north side and get your big John deal at Mid-State Ford in Summersville. And here's the top 5 reasons to shop Mid-State Ford. You'll find the largest inventory, award-winning service, financing made easy for everyone, highest trade-in value. And the number 1 reason to shop Mid-State Ford is where you'll find your big John deal. Mid-State Ford in Summersville. MidStateFordWV.com.
Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us, New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton, or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us, New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
It's fourth down, seconds on the clock. He hands it off, finds a hole in the middle. Clear, nothing but
Brian moves!
a touchdown for the win. I can't believe it.
Pizza, better with Pepsi.
And we welcome you back to Beckley Woodrow Wilson High School as we put the final touches on this here in the Pioneer Community Bank postgame show as Wayne leads wire to wire, and they beat Beckley 62-36. Wayne led 9-7 at the end of the quarter. It was 25-20 at the break, but then a 23-0 run to start the third quarter in the first 2.5 to 3 minutes of that third quarter blew the game open to a 20-point advantage for Wayne, 48-28, and they win the ball game going away 62-36. Well, we have Maddie Belcher here with us, and Maddie, going into Maddie's corner, your take overall of this big Wayne victory.
Well, Maris, I mean, like we said, early on in the game, I think this game kind of got out of Beckley's hands really early on. I mean, both teams played well, and like we said, I think this game was good for both teams to kind of check where they are. It was good for Wayne to, play teams that, are going to be in the state tournament. Some positive things that, I want to highlight, especially on Beckley's side, is, younger players like Carson Gunner. She did good. She did really well at the foul line, knocked down all of her shots. Avalon Lynch, she fought hard on the, especially after getting hit in the face twice, right, having a busted nose. And, like Zoe Williams, and correct me if I'm wrong, Eric, but I'm thinking she was the, leading scorer. And she just battled really hard. She left it out there. And even though the game wasn't the outcome that I know the team wanted, I think this is going to be a really good learning experience.
All right, Maddie, let me ask you this. You played for Coach Neighbors, so you've got practice tomorrow. Even though there's no school, it's a holiday Monday. I'm sure they will be able to practice on Monday, and then they get ready to go on the road against Riverside on Tuesday. What can the girls expect the practices over these next couple of days be like before they play their next game?
Well, tomorrow, it's a Saturday. Sunday they don't have practice. Tomorrow will probably be a little rough, especially for the amount of turnovers that we saw tonight. I think tomorrow will be the hardest one, but I think Monday, they'll just go over, the things that they missed this game, or maybe the things that, they need to work on, whether that's passes, whether that's running plays, just little stuff like that, and hopefully that can, prepare them for their game on Tuesday.
Well, one of the things that maybe Coach Neighbors might mention to them, maybe a little more hustle plays, because they definitely got beat on the 50-50 balls that we talked about throughout the course of the broadcast, and that's something, I don't guess you can go over in practice. You just got to have the will and the want to be able to make those hustle plays.
Right, yeah. That's definitely something I think they'll touch on, something they'll definitely work on, crashing the boards, not giving up those second, third, even fourth chances like Wayne did a lot tonight. Got those little twos, and I mean, in the end, that adds up. So.
All right, we're going to go ahead and take a break as Eric is busy getting the numbers together. And when we come back, Eric will give you the final numbers as Wayne defeats Beckley tonight, 62-36. That's the fifth win in a row for Wayne. They're 7-2. Beckley will fall to 6-3. We'll be right back with more of the Pioneer Community Bank postgame show coming up here on Video Productions.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our new Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hey, Wes! Why'd we settle on skydiving? Well, it's fall, and we're falling. I thought we could do a commercial about falling prices. Get it? I guess. Where's your chute? I knew I forgot something. Later.
During Truck Month, get invoice pricing on all 1,500 Sierras and Yukons, or ask about discounts up to $9,000 with no payments till next year.
Hey, I can see my house.
GMC, we are professional grade.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, it's total satisfaction.
Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
Take care of this by the end of the day.
Sure, I'll take care of that. Done.
It's that easy with compliance. Compliance, we've got your back office.
Don't drop the ball. Come see your hometown legends at the all-new Greenbrier Ford in Beckley. We won't be beat.
Hi, I'm Leanna Burnett with Window World of Beckley. Are you dealing with those cold winter drafts through your windows? Is it causing your energy bills to rise? If you answered yes, Window World can help. Instead of dealing with those old drafty windows another year, call Window World of Beckley today. Yes, we work all year. Our windows are Energy Star efficient and designed to resist extreme weather. Make the smart investment with our no interest for 15 months. Call Window World of Beckley today.
And we welcome you back one final time to the Pioneer Community Bank post-game show. Final score in this girls' game is Wayne defeats Beckley 62-36. Wayne has now won 5 in a row. They're 7-2. Beckley falls to 6-3. We'll go inside the numbers. Inside the numbers brought to you by Pepsi of Southern West Virginia. Love to have me a blue can of Pepsi, or whether it be a black can of the Pepsi Zero or a silver can of Diet Pepsi. Eric, you have the numbers.
Yeah, the numbers are real rough for the Lady Flying Eagles tonight. As you stated, they were only able to score 36 points, and this is a telling stat right here. They made 11 field goals. 6 of them were threes, and 5 of them were from the 2-point range. And then anytime you outgo yourself from the 3-point line, and it's only with 6 threes, you're not going to win many games. And offense was tough, but they were led tonight by Zoe Williams, who had 15 points. She was 5 of 6 from the free throw line. She made 3 threes and really played a steady game. And Abby Dillon had 5 points, but she was harassed all night. And my hat's off to Abby because she really – as far as controlling the tempo, she tried to do what she could tonight with her floor game. Carson Gunner with 7 points, 5 of 5 from the free throw line. And one bright spot for Beckley is they went 11-15 from the free throw line. That's 73%. You'll take that anytime. 4 of the visiting Wayne Pioneers, they really heated up in the second half. They only had one they didn't score one time in double digits. That's the first quarter with 9 points. They really lit it up in the third quarter, which extended the lead with 23 points in that quarter. And they were able to knock down 8 3-pointers, 6 coming in that decisive second half where they really pulled away. They were led by Jacelyn Salmons with 25, Kyra Brown with 10, Brooke Atkins with 8, and Addison Atkins with 9 to round out the leading scorers for the Wayne Pioneers.
Well, Eric, you and I and Maddie will see this Beckley team again next Thursday when they play host to Pikeview, and hopefully for Beckley they will have both Josie Cross and Donya Burton in the lineup next week. But before we say our goodbyes, Eric, your final take on this game.
My final take is, Beckley's still building depth, and you can see that they're truly missing their leader, and I think the heart and soul of the team is Josie Cross. And she opens up a lot. I was just thinking this as we went to commercial break. Alana Ellis benefits a lot more with Josie Cross on the floor.
No question.
No question.
No question.
And that when you get those cogs back, I think this will be Beckley will be a formidable team down the stretch, you know, and have a chance to make it to the state tournament.
Well, Eric, I hope you have a safe trip on your way to Morgantown tomorrow to watch the Mountaineers take on Iowa State.
We're going to take down number 2 tomorrow with me in the building.
All right, now one final take. We'll switch it over to Maddie. Is Maddie's corner, and Maddie, your final take on this Beckley 62-36 loss to Wayne.
Yeah, like Eric said, I think, you know, Beckley is definitely still building on themselves, and they're definitely still learning, you know, with so many of them being young. I think tonight was definitely a learning opportunity, you know, missing 2 of their starters, 2, you know, major keys in their team. And like he said, I think Josie just really, she provides, you know, a sort of leadership and a sort of direction on the court. And I think, like he said, I think Abby did a great job at, you know, leading, trying to set the tempo of the game, you know, like, but she was just, like he said, harassed the whole game. But I think the girls just played hard overall, and I definitely think, you know, over the next couple practices, they'll go over things and they'll come out more prepared for their game on Tuesday.
All right, Maddie, we'll see you next week when Beckley when Beckley is home against Pikeview. For our entire staff here, for Eric Thomas, for Maddie Belcher, for the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, and for our cameraman, Jackie Moon. I'm Maris Lowry repeating the final score. It was Wayne beating Beckley 62-36. Good night, everybody.